those of you watching in the future on YouTube. What is going on? Welcome to another episode of our Let's Play walkthrough of The Outer Worlds 2 on PS5. We're going to continue where we left off. Holy shit, brother. We're hopefully boarding the Sovereign's flagship, and we're going to stick our boot up the console's ass. So, if you're ready for another episode, maybe even the finale. I'm kidding. It's not the finale. Y'all saw the flagship last episode, right? Smash that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, and let's get into it. All right, Magus, let me see what you said. I can do 10 miles, do like 40. I want you to understand, pull-ups are painful. Like if you want to know whether you're strong or not, no matter how big you get, you want to know if you're strong, do pull-ups. Like, there was a point in my younger days where I was like where I was actually like physically fit, and I could do pull-ups, but like I would have rather just strap a bunch of weights to a bar and squat it. Pull-ups are the devil. They were designed by the devil, and they are for the devil. Pause. I can't pause this right now. Also, the sounds of the riffs were driving me insane. Hold on. Okay, pause. Pause! Wait, I actually have a counter to your argument. If I'm 7 foot whatever, right? If I'm a like super tall basketball player, all right? I can't do pull-ups. Guess why? Touches bars. Feet are still touching the ground. You don't have to pull yourself up if you're already taller than the bar, brother. Hell yeah. Also, no, I understand what you're saying, right? But think about it. A lot of those basketball players, they're heavy. They're heavy. And they're Jesus Christ. Cardio. Their cardio is where the majority of their physical strength is. It's in cardio. It's like I can go up and down a court running this, that, the other, but it's not like physical, like, or I can do 50 pull-ups, which, right, like, let's be honest, 50 pull-ups of your own body weight is actually kind of a lot for most people. Honestly, the people I've seen do the most amount of pull-ups, unironically, do CrossFit. I've never been, back when I did CrossFit, I was never the,
Please report to intake for processing.
Gunfire.
Welcome aboard.
We seem to have entered undetected. We'd best unseal the hangar to continue our ingress.
I was never the heavy pull-ups guy or anything like that, or like the crazy weights. But I will tell you right now, as someone who is playing soccer, aka American football for our European friendos, hey, CrossFit was a massive boon for me. It was huge. Like, I thought I was in relative shape playing American football, and then literally like not even 6 months, literally a semester of CrossFit, and I could literally just like, people faster than me, that's fine. By the second half, you're gonna be sucking air, buddy. All right, crew signs command. You're currently in the intake area. Hold on. What's the intake area? Is the intake area that ass part? The top of the stairs is a terminal that controls the hangar doors. Deck 2 likely contains the rift modulator. Console is likely on deck 3 operating the ship. I literally just blanked on all of that. I'm not even kidding. There's no one in here. Is anyone sussed out by the fact that there's no one in here? I don't like this. Maybe he never anticipated that someone would be able to get up to him. Protectorate console sentinel. So these are all, oh God, there's another bunker mech, brother. What the fuck, man? Protectorate Eradicator. That actually sounds like a really cool job, chat. Is there anything I can do here? Right with 2 bars at the side. Oh no, that's much more impressive, right? It's one thing to do pull-ups, it's another thing to do it with weights in other directions, right? Because that's when you're really working more than just, you know, a few muscle groups. What you're doing and what you described is like multiple muscle groups that you will not get from like simple pull-ups. You just won't. Working multiple muscle groups is honestly kind of crazy as well, because like, fuck, man. Please select from following options. Unseal hangar doors. Wait, no, I didn't mean to. Fuck. I actually genuinely didn't mean to do that. Also, the console deployment. Wait, deployment prohibition has been overridden by Consul Emery Thoreau. A small transport containing scientists and automechanical defenses has been authorized to travel to Horizon Point Station. Any attempt to stop deployment is punishable by trial or refreshment. I don't think refreshment cares. Shore leave is hereby prohibited to all crew, including scientists. It's imperative that you remain focused and on duty. Intake personnel are to report to their superiors for reassignment.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
I think we're cooked. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'm cooked. Can I get out of here a different way?
Strange bedfellows indeed.
Holy. Oh yeah, chat, I forgot I have friends. Yo, chat, let's help them. I don't want them to die for me. What's up, buddy? I got a gun and it doesn't have to stop shooting. Hi.
Target analyzed.
Commander, stop! Who's that?
I have so much ammunition. I have so much ammunition.
Ray contractor, join me. We have important business to discuss. Come
I know.
on, quickly now.
Can you heal me?
Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Chad, if you scream in a hangar and everyone around you pretends like they didn't hear it, did you actually scream? I'm so angry. I'm actually so angry. I shouldn't be laughing because it sounds like crazy person stuff, but like, oh God. All right, let's talk to Ronaldo McDonald.
Better get a move on before
What's
this
up,
ramshackle
Hartman?
sprattle of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the science wing. Get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you later.
I keep forgetting that your head is just in a bubble like Futurama and is attached to this mechanical body. That's crazy. I'm supposed to be the crazy. Oh, where does this go? Oh, this definitely doesn't go to a place that I want to go to. What? Nope. Nope. Let's not go that way yet. Ooh, we can go this way though. Okay. This seems like a good idea. Chat, this seems like a good idea. I hate it here.
We could do this the hard way or the smart way. Either works for me.
I don't even know what we're doing. Come on. Okay. And it needs us to go up. I'm just gonna walk across the railing.
Well, that wasn't so difficult now, was it?
It really wasn't. I'm gonna be honest. I genuinely thought it was gonna be a lot more difficult, but here we are. The question is, give me a second. All right. I actually burned a lot of our heals. Who knew? Okay. That is a mech. He might be cooked. Disable security.
Attention.
I would vote in favor of fighting our way to the console, but if you do not, we should either locate an access card or keep away from our foes.
Now to find the rift modulator. I estimate there's a 73.47% chance it's nearby.
Let's rotate through. That is a horrible decision. We're not going to do that off rip. Okay. That's going to be some information for sure. We have science tech access. Oh, I'm so cooked. This ship is actually about as large as I expected, I'm gonna be honest. Full complement of their probably best soldiers, I would assume. Ooh, science. Chat, science. Oh, wow. Oh. I'm pretty sure that's one of their own. Can't do that. Where's the biological sample? Crew biomass. There's a biological sample somewhere. I don't think we'll get anything out of there. Nope. not there yet. Where does this go? Science deck. Yeah, science deck. And we can get command deck from the science deck. We are on the science deck. Okay. Maybe we were in the right place. I think we're in the right place. We can't get through that. That's fine. Let me actually check. Is there a way in via... There's not. Okay. Alright, chat. This is science deck. Do they take us to the same place? They do. I don't think crew deck is going to get us to the command deck. Alright, let's take a look at the journal. Look at the rift modulator. Rift modulator is in here. I might be able to sneak up. We're gonna give it the college try.
Look at the size of the rift modulator. Seems we shan't be using it. Not without commandeering the whole of the ship. Let us see what we can unearth regarding it.
We might be able to talk to the scientists if we can get in there. Engineer looks armed. Note to self, read a flag by Karatis. Jude, you are chief scientist for the Providence. Expertise to recognize that an impossible request is just that, impossible. You know this plan of reconstitution is doomed to fail. Do not be crippled by your desire for self-preservation anymore. You must convince our leaders what they seek is folly when the time is right. Take the schematics, send your report from the module in the rift modulator chamber. Attach for the access credentials command deck. No more excuses. Stand before the console and speak the truth for once. Oh.
The dead scientists can't tell us anything, but their course might, dear. Check it for info on the modulator module.
You know what, chat? Let's see if we can talk to him. Reading what we've read, I'll still steal the stuff, but I'll talk to him.
Well, the modulator's certainly bigger than a bread box. Fortunately, the ship makes a convenient carrying case. Just need to learn how it all works together.
I need you to turn. There's no enemies in here seemingly, so once he moves, I'm gonna run up on him. Yeah. Let's see if we can just run up and talk to him. Yeah, he doesn't seem to care that we're coming up here. Let's talk to him.
You. I don't recognize you. I heard
Identify
an
yourself
alarm on the
immediately.
crew deck. Considering your manner of being, you wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Chad, I almost forgot. We need the information in his back pocket. That's probably what that information is.
Well, the modulator's certainly bigger than a bread box. Fortunately, the ship makes a convenient carrying case. Just need to learn how it all works together.
We already read that.
You. I heard an alarm on the crew deck. Considering your
Okay, that's not the
manner
info.
of being, you wouldn't happen to know anything about that.
Oh, I know
would
all
you?
about it. Cox pistol, and I'm fixing to do the same here. Oh, you mean those scorch marks? Someone burned a bratwurst in the kitchens. No need to be anxious. Scientific access. No need to be anxious. I've been sent here to monitor the situation.
Those credentials do appear legitimate. Welcome, I suppose. I hope you're not expecting a grand tour. What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time, as a gander outside might tell you.
I need access to rift modulator urgently.
Well,
Can you help?
we all have urgent needs. And mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. I need the modulator for my own analysis. You can wait.
We're concerned about the same thing. I know you're attempting large-scale reconstitution
So
here.
you are familiar with the work we're doing. Tell me, what do you make of our experimentations?
It's not great. Definitely not great. Definitely not great. It only further convinced me that I need to see the rift modulator.
So then you've come to the same conclusions as I. Though, you're not the one I must convince to deviate from this mess that we're in. Our situation is far more dire than it may seem. There is no proof that rift data can be stabilized or even edited. The console's plan will fail completely. But he no longer listens to me, which is distressing. I've prepared a report for him showing how the very structure of the modulator makes what we're attempting impossible.
Not
But I doubt he
impossible.
will pay it much mind.
You just don't have the right data. A report that contains information on constructing rift modulators, you
Yes,
say?
but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good.
I'm gonna bring the report to the console. He'll listen to me. Let me try to get through to the console. I face
In
worse
any
odds.
case, we have little choice. I'm sequestered here, and you may just be competent enough to save us. And the module over there will allow you to download my report and grant you access to the control deck. I hope you're able to sway him. Because if you don't, we're all dead.
Last question. Where's the modulator being operated? Look on the bright side. If I fail, it'll be over before you know it.
A deck up in the control room. The console is the only one who has the means of controlling it, which makes your persuading him that much more necessary. Go now.
Attention, science deck.
Yes?
Authorized.
Was there something else you...
Do not be alarmed.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul,
Here we go.
after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
Take that at cartridge with the rift modulator schematics.
The rifts spawn through unknown reaches? This is more dire than I surmised. But at least we have the means to combat them now. Our work here is not done. We must confront the console before anything can come to fruition regarding these schematics or the rift modulator.
Yeah. I know. All right. Do any of y'all have
let's
final
talk later,
thoughts?
dear.
I am honored to stand by your side.
Even here,
Even
at
here.
the end of all things. Okay. Chat, save before we climb the lift.
At the end of all things.
To the command deck we go. Here we go. Let us begin.
Look at you, here
Holy.
before me. Surprised you could outrun these new legs of mine. They're what everyone's going to be wearing next fall. Well, I'm here now. Where's the rift modulator?
How are you here? We'll only secure it when we kill the console.
But you at least found it, yes? And I presume you had the foresight to siphon the schematics onto a data cartridge. Did you
Auntie,
find
it's not
anything
happening.
else of note?
This isn't a treasure hunt. I'm trying to stop the console and close the rifts.
Appreciate your sand. You have exactly the sort of go-getter attitude I admire. Well,
I will
good
kill her
news,
here if I have to.
go-getter. The console's right there through those doors. Ready to go get him?
You're not coming
you
with
might be
us.
savvy enough to talk him down, but his type requires a deft touch. You'll need to break him down brick by brick. If you're too adversarial, he'll simply shut down.
Nothing gives me a bigger thrill than breaking someone's spirit. So you're saying I shouldn't shoot him on sight?
Well, I can't control what you do, dear. As much as I might wish I could. But if you do start a fight, you best be equipped to finish it.
Oh, I
You
am.
may try to reason with the console, but I suspect it is a worthless effort. Traitors typically only realize their errors through force.
The more we debate, the more time we squander. We must resupply and shore up whatever defenses we have
DeVries,
quickly.
I will
And
shoot
if you've
you.
something to say to any of us,
You,
Commander,
I still don't
I
like.
suggest you say it while you have the chance. No telling what awaits us beyond that door.
Say it now. I don't like you, and I'll shoot you. Is that good enough for you, DeVries? DeGrease? Greasy ass lady. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, wait. Stop complaining, bro.
This standing around's got me jumpy.
I was gonna say, I'm
Seems
about
like
to
our
crash
mission's
out
almost
on
complete,
you.
Commander. One way or
Chad, are you guys
the
ready?
other. Before we finish this, I wanted to thank you. Showed me I still had more to learn. You and this crew, this little family of ours.
You've been a vital member of the team. We've all learned a great deal from you as well. Don't hug me or anything. We still have plenty of people to kill.
Oh, stop. You're going to make me. Didn't foresee that happening. Let's hope this day is full of more surprises. Like we all survive. May
Yeah,
all
let's
our
hope we all
travails
survive.
add to the equation.
Okay, let's talk to Tristan.
So, here we finally stand, at the threshold of the final confrontation with the console. How I have waited for this moment. There's little doubt that he must be slain. And yet, I wish there were an alternative. He should have to rectify his wrongs and answer to Arcadia's people.
You've really changed for the better. I'm proud of you.
I'm merely doing my duty, Commander. Though that's very kind of you to say. There was a time when all of this, not just confronting the Consul, but standing here beside you, would have been impossible to consider. I'm glad that we met. Let us proceed. We shall bring the Consul to justice together.
Hey, Magnus, you know what? Honestly, brother, if you have played the game, bro, do a review like that and put it on YouTube, bro. I'm not even capping. That's not only is that funny, it is generally true. What I will say is that I, as a player, tend to be more stealth-focused. Like, if I don't have to fight you, if I can kill you from the shadows and then not have any repercussions, I'm gonna do so. And it's not a, oh, I prefer stealth. No, it's not a I prefer stealth. I prefer not having to go through the agony of actual open combat with 15 other people when it's one of me and two idiots who are running around like headless chickens who are just gonna get, they're not even gonna be bullet sponges, bro. They have no health. I know, I know. We won't crash out. No, but seriously, like, that's what it feels like, bro. Look at this, look at this, look at this. And now we're in camera mode. Chat, welcome to camera mode. I know this, now this is cool. The idle mode where it does a spinning camera, that's cool. That actually is cool. But yeah, no, bro, like, that's basically what it is. Let's be honest. Okay, in all seriousness, who do we talk to? So we talk to...
Oh, before I forget, here, this might help you serve our mutual interests.
She gave me a biomass grenade. Chat, does anyone know where I can find a tactical nuclear weapon to leave on the, it's not Auntie Cleo's, it's Auntie's Choice, to leave on the Auntie's Choice flagship? I'm asking for a friend. I hate it here. I actually hate it here. What the hell is... Oh shit, we get... Yo, there's... Okay, I didn't realize there was more loot. My B chat. We could have been looting while we were... What the fuck is this? No, go back in your box. Where did you come from?
Redactor Essman. Very punctual, good. Don't take a seat, this will be quick. My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy, no need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands, especially now that our partnership with the Order has become fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms and particles and such, it's made up of...
Honorable to the last. The Consul will pay. He will pay most dearly.
A system where every subject believes they have a role to play. Enthusiastic obedience. Why, the Sovereign and I were thinking of this very thing. What should we call it?
Well, I'm not sure. It's still just a germ of a concept, of a hint of an idea, you see. It's a whole new way of thinking. A new model of society. Quite the paradigm shift.
Paradigm. Very good, Essman. Say, you look frazzled, troubled by your own thoughts. Why don't you report to mental refreshment? My staff will personally see to your well-being.
So, chat, it's ironic that he said his staff will see to his well-being because I just want to be clear, right? Like, chat, in case you missed the episode, if you're watching on YouTube, in case you missed the episode, yeah, we killed the Sovereign and his guard in his cell, and no one seems to know that we did that. We didn't have Tristan or Azza. at that point. And no one seems to have figured that out since. So, I mean, right? Like, I don't really know what to tell you. I don't need, Chad, I have 50k ammunition. I don't need more ammo. I need to stop being toxic. Bridge rift device powered and ready. Sovereign Henry Briggs command removed. Consul Emery Thoreau registered as chief of command. Yeah, chat. He's fully taken over. Command deck access prohibited without express permission of Sovereign. Okay. Automechanical routines to deliver meals and correspondence established. Also, what the hell is blasting in my ears before I lose my mind? All right. Our companion powers are charged. We should use them off rip. Chat. This might be the lead up to the final battle.
Never would I ever have believed Auntie Cleo herself would walk through that door. But I haven't time to linger in the novelty. Sentinels, if you would.
Do I appear like someone afraid of a few guns? Give it up, Emery. You've lost this war. Have some dignity. You're coming off desperate.
On the contrary, this desperate action is what will save all of Arcadia and rid it forever of trespassers like you.
I don't have time for this. Stop using the rift modulator now. I go wherever I damn well please. Did you also claim you were saving the Sovereign when you stabbed him in the back? Well, that's not a very nice way to greet it. Okay, let's do this one.
Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of self-sacrifice, but he chose mental refreshment for the good of us all. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to do but achieve what he could not?
Yeah, March said Timu Omni, man. That's actually crazy. You're crazy for that, March. Seriously, get some good rest. I can't believe you said he's Timu Omni, man, but you're right, bro. And I can't unsee it now. That's crazy. All right, I don't have time for this. Stop using. Try that on somewhere else. You're not my first slimy politician. Oh, that's boring. You're right. He definitely didn't try to kill everyone with a space. Oh, let's do that. You're right. He definitely didn't try to kill everyone with a space anomaly.
I'll only be killing a select number permanently. The worthy, however, will be resurrected and reformed so they may reach their full potential.
I love that.
Open your mind.
That is even a thing.
Yes. I know well who you are.
Here we go.
In any other situation, I might be compelled to take
March,
you apart and see how
definitely watch this
precisely it is you
later.
operate. But
this game's been so
time,
good.
It would seem,
if you're interested in seeing the ending,
side. You are a relic of an impotent institution.
The Twitch VOD will be there on
propelled
Twitch, so you don't have to wait for the
more
YouTube
than luck
episode.
and foolhardy metal.
I can be really toxic right now. Say whatever makes you feel better, but I will stop you one way or another. Always a joy to meet a fan. Please, no autographs. I'm doing the witty one. Like, chat. We're cooking right now, okay? You see the pan? You see the pan? Cooking right now. That's what we're doing.
Don't you tire of this little routine? I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously caused our Vox relay to crash into Westport. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again.
You can surrender now, save us all some trouble. Your ship, huh? Could have sworn I saw the Sovereign's name on it. Yeah, chat. I am, in case anyone's wondering, what he said is correct. I am an agent of chaos. The only thing that I like is chaos. If you're a Space Marine, pause. I don't mean like literal chaos. If you're Warhammer 40k fan, All hail the Ultramarines, all hail Titus, etc., etc., blah, blah, blah. I am not a fan of Chaos. However, if you are an Outer Worlds 2 fan, I am an agent of Chaos. I am your worst nightmare. You know what's going to happen in your universe? Tomfoolery and malarkey. And then it'll be fixed eventually, I promise. But in the meantime, you're cooked.
You think yourself clever, don't you? The Sovereign is indisposed,
I'll see you tomorrow, Mars.
leaving myself as the sole custodian of Arcadia. What's his is mine.
Oh my god.
And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn, even if he's not here to bask in it.
Then I hope he's ready for disappointment. I never lose.
Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
You used the peace talks as a test run for this.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend.
I'm going to murder you in the most violent way possible. And we're going to enjoy it. You have no idea how long it has taken me to get here, how much work I have had to do. I will separate. Chad, I can't describe this on Twitch. So we're just casually admitting war crimes. There's no war crimes. The Outer Worlds doesn't have war crimes. Chat. Pause. Your sci-fi game universe does not have war crimes. War crimes are dictated by the Geneva Convention, which exists in IRL. Your XYZ sci-fi fantasy whatever game doesn't have a Geneva Conventions. AKA, there's no such thing as a war crime. PogChamp! I'm visualizing all the ways I want to make you pay for nearly killing me. I'm not petty. Okay, well, that's a lie. I'm petty. I'm not this petty, right? Like, this doesn't mean it. Go ahead and enlighten me. Let's just...
Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended.
I already know that the Matriarch didn't invent skip drives. Why is that relevant? Let's
Intrepid, aren't you? Well, what's relevant is what came after. Our Matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse, which eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed.
It's so tiring. Chat, should we just... Like, should we kick this dude in the face? Have it your way, you. Okay, we're not gonna do that. You're insane, homicidal, and worst of all, a pure. just so we're clear, you're insane, homicidal, and worst of all, emphasis on the worst of all, a bureaucrat. That tells you everything you need to know about bureaucrats. PogChamp. I can't do this. Warcraft 6 Sense is where the whole thing is messed up. Magnus, I really don't think you understand how the Canadians were moving. The Geneva Convention's war crimes suggestion list, it exists because of the Canadians. Okay? As an American, I look to the Great White North as to why we need to behave in war. And for anyone that's confused, oh, Canadians are so nice. Guess what's below the surface? That's right, war crimes. I can't, chat. If I have any mods live, can you go and make a custom clip for that, please? And just make it, you can literally you can name it whatever you want. If you want to name it war crimes, that's fine. If you want to name it something else. If I have any mods live, please. Seriously. I just realized. All right. Sorry, YouTube, I know. It'll be difficult to reconstruct a colony if the rift kills you. And if it will, and it will if you don't stop. Everything happens for a reason. It's your grand philosophy. I know you think your plan is the right one, but you'll reconsider if you hear me out. Speech chat! Chat, we're 20 speech. This man cannot outspeech us. Guess what? Debate time.
Beware, Commander. The console is a master manipulator.
Brother, I have speech 20. I'll cook any of you.
Than simply slaying him
I can out-talk any of you better than I can
out of your
you.
jurisdiction.
And I can out-cook
and
you
were I
by a
within
lot.
reach, I would strike down this apostate dog myself. If you wish for me to entertain your argument, you will silence him.
Tristan, I need you to stand down at least for now.
If you've a plan, I trust you to see it through. But I shall keep a hand on my hammer throughout.
It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on. Tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong.
Yo,
this was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner seeing it carried out.
Magnus, you gotta chill, bro. Your plan to restore Arcadia will fail horribly. It's futile. You're losing the support of your people. I don't care about that. This plan will kill millions. I want you guys to understand. If we get to do a second playthrough of this game, it is going to be 300 hours. Do you see this? This is never happening in this game again. If we do a second run of this game, this is never happening again. Required info not found. Required info not found. I'm angry. No, the camera didn't freeze, chat. I'm livid. I think I'm crashing out validly for just not doing my fucking job. Oh my god. Oh no. We gotta chat. Let's keep going. Your plan to restore Arcadia will fail horribly. I actually think he could. I don't think this is the right answer. It's futile. You're losing the support of your people. There's no one doing that.
Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order. But can one truly call that a loss? We would have drowned already in the seas of war with the weight of their inaction around our necks. The same can be said for any subject who wavers. They are dead weight, and we must cast them off straight away. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever.
I just want you guys to know, chat, in the wise words of a college football analyst, regarding the acronym LANK, if you know the gear, you know the gear. Let a naysayer know. If you know, you know, chat. Let a naysayer know. That's crazy. You'd be a fool to write off dissenters. They won't hesitate to hear you rehearse. Okay? The war has done far more damage to morale than you know. I really feel the love you have for your people. That's crazy. Let's do this. The war has done far more damage to morale than you know.
And our devotion must be tested by fire, as it is said, else it is not true. You are clearly ill-equipped to speak on Arcadian affairs, or of what truly matters to its subjects. I alone can give them what they need. You must see that.
Where is my 20 speech? Ah! Magnus, I want you to understand. I have worked extremely hard. Okay, I have spent this entire game farming skill points to max my speech to 20. What the fuck is this? There hasn't been a single speech 20 option check. I should be able to talk to this dude and be like, hey, guess what? You're stupid. I hate you. Go away and solve my problem. I have 20 speech. Max speech! I'm sorry, chat. I'm crashing out. I'm literally crashing out. All right, doomed to fail. You'd be a fool to write off the centers. Your strongest supporters aren't immune to seeing reason.
Indeed. That's why my strongest supporters wholeheartedly believe in me and the Protectorate cause.
Sure, because they've been brainwashed.
Can my people see reason, as you so aptly put it? Or are they mindless drones needing desperately to be saved by you? It cannot be both.
I don't have enough information. You know it's doomed. Look, all I'm saying is you'd be foolish to write off the centers. They'll find a way to undercut you. I don't want to re-go through this.
For every traitor in our midst, thousands of loyalists remain.
Brother.
If anyone attempts to move against me, they are merely announcing themselves as the chaff to be cut.
Chad, am I the one that's cooked?
And they promptly will be.
Is that what's happening? Am I cooked? I think I'm cooked. I genuinely think I'm cooked. No. Yet you didn't see the order moving against you even before the schism. That's crazy.
What are you saying?
You're blind. The order predicted Horizon Point's destruction and chose not to Let's go! Checkmate, motherfucker.
No. This is a preposterous assertion. You don't know what you're speaking of.
I'm the agent who was sent to Horizon Point to sabotage the Protectorate's experiments. Some in the Order believe the experiments would lead to catastrophe if left unchecked. Indeed, if I hadn't destroyed the station, your ilk would have destroyed the entire fabric of reality. And I've suffered with that truth for 10 years.
You never suspected.
Reese was right!
The Order wanted to break from the Protectorate.
Why did she get us killed?
The invasion, which we'd predicted long ago, gave the perfect opportunity. If we didn't warn you.
Then the Order's treachery runs even deeper than we thought. There will be swift recompense for this humiliation. Of that you can be certain.
I know this is distressing, but we have more important matters to discuss. You were in the dark for 10 years. How embarrassing. Chad, I'm not gonna be talking. There's no reason, Chad, right? They cut him open, and what am I gonna do? I'm gonna grab a handful of salt and pull it, bam, right in the wounds. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that toxic. Chad, I will bring you the freshest floofy toxicity, I don't know. Listen, Afro, all right? This is the floof, okay? The toxicity comes, it flows from thine mouth. Actually, I can't be certain. Never been good with probabilities and whatnot. No, I know this is distressing, but we have more important matters to discuss is what we are going with.
What could be more important than treason?
These nuts.
Oh.
Sorry, Chad.
Is this where you provide
sorry,
compelling
but I am
evidence
sorry.
against my plan? Go on then. Let's hear it.
Oh no,
I doubt you've had anyone capable checking your calculations.
Oh wow.
You don't strike me as particularly thorough, or
Bring Mars Soul
much of a
Chat to the
heavy
end game.
thinker.
I am the chosen shepherd of Arcadia and will not be spoken to like this. I am only doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us.
Brother, I'm gonna spark up a flamethrower and burn that mustache off your face if you don't shut the fuck up. Like I'm gonna be genuine. I'm gonna be genuine with y'all right here. I'm gonna set this fucker on fire. If he doesn't shut up and get in line, I'm setting him on fire. What are we doing? There are rifts tearing apart the space-time continuum right now. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Brother, my fist knows what it's doing when it's heading towards your face. Doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. What are we talking about? I've seen the Matriarch's writings. You have no idea what she envisioned.
I will not be lectured by an outsider. It's just like the Earth Directorate or any other interloper to claim to better know the customs of those they invade. Certainly, if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours and rewrite history to suit your own aims.
Brother, I don't care about Arcadia. The Matriarch doubted the Protectorate's survival. She knew pride would be its undoing.
Heresy!
I found her correspondence with the First Bishop.
Wow.
She explicitly said she feared the Arcadian experiment would end as all similar projects did before it, in a crumbling heap of hubris.
The Matriarch foresaw many things. To think that we were not set apart from lesser societies, it is humbling. And it appears we have fallen prey to the very thing she warned of.
What's more, her own son steered Arcadia wrongly. The Matriarch was heartbroken.
What do you mean, steered wrongly? If Reuben was not carrying out her wishes as intended, then the Protectorate have strayed far from the Matriarch's light. But regardless of how I may have misstepped before, I am not in the wrong now. All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay.
You allow your resolve to be shaken when millions lie dead? If I had not traveled with the commander, I would attempt to slay you on the spot. Instead, I shall appeal to any lingering remnant of your honor to do what is right.
Do not speak to me as though I must be punished. And you claimed so boldly that this plan of mine would fail. So, where is it? Where is your proof?
Falcon Punch! Yo, seriously though, like Falcon Punch would be great here. You will not be vindicated if you kill millions of your people, Consul. You can still do the right thing. Look at this report. Oh, it has proof that your rift modulator will fail miserably. Science, bitch! Get the fuck out of here.
Bah, a report. The abstract means little when compared to reality. Look outside. Is it failing now?
Yes, look close! Anything you restore will be reverted out.
I shall not have you mocking my subjects. Despite how things appear at present, With time, this station, all of Arcadia, and all of its people will be made whole. Yes, well, I find that man's attitude can skew results even more than a thumb on the scale. But if he's
that's
correct,
convenient.
as he quite typically is...
He's always correct, you
I don't
idiot.
understand. Surely every step leading to this moment was in accordance to the grand plan. All the pieces fit. Either someone has made a terrible mistake.
You made the terrible
or this
mistake.
is merely
The
a
grand plan was
conspiracy
right.
to
You're an
mislead
idiot.
us.
You will not be vindicated if you... Okay.
And
Chad,
leave the
I'm doing
traitors and
everything I can
invaders
to not
alive?
have to kill him.
No! Death is the only way forward. We can only be made pure from the ashes, despite whatever supposed proof you have to the contrary.
Chad, I tried. Marshall, surely you have some response to this. If you're wrong, you will destroy everything you claim to love. Nothing is worth that risk.
We're contemporaries, Emery.
I'm deploying
We
Mercil.
remember before the Order and
Mercil
Protectorate
deployed.
split. We were raised to believe in the grand plan, to respect the Order's predictions. So you must be aware how utterly our math says what you're doing here is wrong. How completely your actions are against the grand plan. And, well, speaking as a scientist, the only conceivable explanation I can ascertain is that you're the most arrogant, hull-headed sprat fucker who ever lived.
You dare utter such words in my presence? I never... What does it matter if my math is wrong?
Wrong direction!
I am doing what I must to save us all. The grand plan will vindicate me.
Oh, no. Chat, no, that is not the help I was looking for. Like, genuinely not the help I was looking for. Also, how are we still going? If you're wrong, you will destroy everything you claim to love. Nothing is worth that risk.
Claim? If you cannot see the truth of my devotion written plain, then now I see why you are against me so. But you are wrong about the risk. We are losing this war. It is inevitable. The victors will brutally subdue us until we become corrupted. Until we forget our principles, our history, the very core of who we are. It is better that we perish together as proud protectorate, proud Arcadians. Preserving our purity is a mercy. More than that, is it not love?
All right, what about faith, Consul? If your people wish to preserve the protectorate, they will find a way.
Even through extreme hardship and the tyranny of corporatists? Even if every aspect of the framework we've established is torn down around them? No. No. We have raised a stalwart people.
No, you haven't.
Instilled principles of the
raised and
protectorate in them from their
indoctrinated people.
first breath. Perhaps I must trust that they've taken our teachings to heart. There may yet be other ways to save my beloved Arcadia, but I cannot be the one to see them to their completion.
Oh, thank God.
I surrender. What? Oh, by the matriarch.
It seems we have a problem. The rift has... well, it has nearly destabilized completely. And the modulator cannot close it in its current state from a safe distance. Destruction of Arcadia is imminent. Architect, help us.
So we're all going to die anyway, is that what you're saying?
No, not all of us. A chance yet remains. We must bring the modulator as close to the rift as possible. However, when the rift folds in on itself, this ship and its operator will not survive.
I need
Are
you
you
to
sure
do
there
that.
isn't just an off button? Maybe something you can unplug?
I'm not surprised your arrogance put us in this position. Even less surprised that you're now looking around, asking who will suffer to get us out of it.
Let me be clear. I am not placing this burden upon your shoulders. This was my doing. And so it is my
thank
responsibility to set things right.
Finally, someone
I will
takes some
give you time
fucking
to vacate the
accountability.
ship. When you are clear, I will fly it into the rift myself. You were right. Arcadia will find its way without me.
That's the least you could do. Are you trying to be noble, or are you taking the coward's way
I am
out?
not trying to be anything. This is my responsibility alone. Think what you wish of me, but this is something I will never shirk from.
The answer I wanted was
I will
not there.
accompany him and ensure all goes as planned. It's only right that I complete the very mission I came here for.
Absolutely not. You'd probably blow up this ship before it ever gets
Your
to the
goal
wreck.
here is the same as mine. Do not mistake that. But if this is an order, I will comply.
Now go. Make what's left of your existence count.
You're saving us all from this and from yourself. I intend
We
to.
shall have our hands full cleaning up the mess you've made of Arcadia.
Let's get on with it then.
Oh shit. Chat, enjoy. Space is normal again, yay!
So in the end, when the Consul was faced with the undeniable errors in his logic, he chose to save Arcadia by closing the rift himself. He died hoping his sacrifice might make up for the disastrous decisions he had made. Thanks to the Commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox Station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's Choice. For his outside-the-box thinking and innovative propaganda techniques, D.B. Milverstreet was promoted, while rival Officer Carr seethed at her lack of upward mobility, or even bronze-tier executive benefits. Vigilant Hogarth, now acclimated to Fairfield, leaned on the protectorate ideals of neighborliness, while overlooking all the authoritarian tactics, so he might help the Order to succeed with the equation. Auntie's Choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions. Forsaking the math that failed him, he offered obvious yet effective advice instead. Archivist Victor Clemens, having survived his encounter with the Commander and manipulation by De Vries, ended up working as a janitor for Auntie's Choice, living a life of menial simplicity. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Val continued to serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Despite Inez's impassioned opposition, the grafting program restarted following the war. Further protests only served to isolate Inez from the rest of Auntie's Choice. She ended up a lone voice against cruelty in a society obsessed with profit. Niles eventually reached out to her and recruited her to the Earth Directorate, thus giving her a chance to leave past failures behind. She gladly accepted.
She didn't learn
Utilizing
with
what
us.
he learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. After thoughtful cogitation and calculation, Marisol slowly began to reject violence as the sole method for eliminating random variables. Not coincidentally, her social calendar began filling up. After Azza disbanded the Glorious Dawn, its members quietly tried to resume lives forever disrupted by the Arcadian conflict. As the cult's murderous legacy faded, average colonist life expectancy increased by 0.23%.
Oh.
With the modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived. Auntie Cleo went through the motions of accommodating the Order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of rifts. Auntie made her first public appearance in years, inspiring a fashion trend in bubble helmets. In no time at all, she won more public support than Ruth, which she sought to use as leverage when the time was right. Unable to acquire the chemicals needed for the process, Ruth Bassar nevertheless attempted to interface with the archive and died immediately. Her successor banned any future interfacing attempts and led the Order in a much more cautious direction, delaying their progress for at least a century. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. The dangerous experimental research of Marisol's contact from Point Obviation lived on, with a Seer predicted 11.9% probability of yielding a universe-ending catastrophe. Meanwhile, an entrepreneurial work group of chemistricians unveiled a new flavor of Purple Berry Crunch. The rift compromise between the Order and Auntie's Choice led to prioritized assistance for the colonies that agreed to favorable trading terms. The so-called Auntie's Loyalty Program tripled the corporation's net worth. Meanwhile, the Order was able to sermonize their version of scientism alongside Auntie's marketing and PR onslaught, at least to colonies in Auntie's Loyalty Program. Many outside died because their rifts weren't closed in time. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
What happened? Completed the game on any difficulty. Chat, The Outer Worlds 2! You get a planet, you get a planet, you get a planet, you get a planet. Everybody gets a planet. Nah, but in all seriousness, I mean, chat, I don't. So, we still don't have contact with the Earth Directorate? Was Earth destroyed by the rifts before we solved the rift problem? Chat, there's no way that all of Sol was destroyed by the rifts, let alone Earth itself. Like, okay, chat, YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to a little bit of a end of Let's Play thoughts that we don't get to do, that may or may not end up on your YouTube feed as a short, a little thoughts video. Probably not. This will be the end of Let's Play thoughts. I did not expect the game itself to be left open-ended, but I don't know why I didn't when the first game had 2 DLCs, right? So like, if this game has 2 DLCs and they stray from here, and then we get a third game, right, that happens in a completely different period again, similar to the second game, I should not be surprised. However, just the way that the series has been, I have been completely surprised. One of my favorite systems from the first game was the ability to tinker with your weapons, and when you tinker them, they would go up in DPS essentially. They would go up in literally aggregate damage. Your weapon modification, tinkering, etc., didn't do that in this game. Not really. It did reduce it, right? If I take a sniper and make it a suppressed sniper, significant damage drop. So, with that being said, overall, it is a great improvement over the first game. I do enjoy the story a lot. Earth Directorate, when we first started, I was hoping for like a super Earth Directorate focused story and just like an Earth Directorate quest line and, you know, internal spy politics type stuff, like government agency spy politics. And instead we woke up in this universe X amount of years later. I'm pretty sure beyond I'm pretty sure when the rifts happen and then when we wake up, I'm pretty sure the rifts are before the first game, and then the world we wake up into is after the first game. Pretty sure. And that's, I like that. I wish we could have gotten more time pre-game 1. But it was really just like, it was enjoyable. We get to restore. I am more than anything curious to see what DLC we're gonna get. Are we gonna get 1? Are we gonna get 2? What is the DLC gonna be about? Where is it gonna take us in Arcadia, right? Having solved the rift problem, Arcadia is literally the limit, because like, they're not gonna take us out of Arcadia. I already know they're not gonna take us out of Arcadia. However, how many additional planets in Arcadia can we get to with the rifts resolved? And that's the big thing. That's the big thing. That's the big thing. Okay. Let's skip the rest of this. Let's see. A loading screen bottom left. Y'all see that down there?
On a scale of 1 to soil my trousers violently, how concerned should I be about this whole rift situation?
We finished it, right? we, huh? Twitch, stick around. We are in fact going to keep going. However, if you're watching the future on YouTube, that is the finale of our Let's Play walkthrough of the Outer Worlds 2 on PS5. Chat, who knows what DLC is coming soon? Who knows? Smash that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, leave a comment. Chat, I will bring you any and all DLC that comes to the Outer Worlds 2. I love this game. I do want to do another full playthrough again in the future with a definitely more focused skill point spend, and we'll see how that goes when we decide to do it. But yeah, again, I will say it one more time, YouTube, smash the subscribe button, leave a like on the video, leave a comment. We'll see you later.